For the past several years, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie have been embroiled in a sprawling legal battle against each other. The former husband and wife pair met while on the set of 2005's Mr. and Mrs. Smith. But their marriage proved short-lived, as an incident on an airplane in 2016 caused Angelina to ask for a divorce. Today, she's revealing more truths about this incident than ever before. Join Facts First as we explore new allegations against Brad Pitt from Angelina Jolie. As of October 2022, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie have been embroiled in a sprawling legal battle related to their divorce. After 5 years, one might think all the dirty secrets about the couple would have spilled out, but it seems there are still juicy tidbits now being revealed. The most interesting thing include details about the 2016 airplane incident that allegedly instigated the pair's divorce. Their divorce was finalized in 2019, and a judge determined the two must share 50-50 custody over the 6 children they had together. With all of these decisions, one might wonder why they're still in court several years later. The reason is because of a winery that the two purchased before their marriage. The two owned equal halves of the winery, but it seems Angelina has since sold her half of the winery to a third party that Brad Pitt has no interest in being involved with. Brad had wanted to purchase Angelina's half of the winery himself. According to Angelina, she considered taking up Brad's offer to purchase her half, but backed out of the agreement once the actor tried to backhandedly sneak a non-disclosure agreement into the transaction. The NDA had nothing to do with the winery itself, but instead related to Angelina's ability to communicate the truth about the 2016 airplane incident. This caused Angelina to retreat from the sale negotiations with Brad. Instead, she turned to the third party, which is a holding company called the Jolie Group. Not only this, but it also inspired Angelina to bring up the 2016 incident and reveal more details than ever. It seems that Angelina had good reason to want a divorce from Brad, as he allegedly put his hands on both her and a few of their children on the flight. The federal government's account. Federal authorities are the ones with jurisdiction over crimes that occur in the air. Though the initial investigation deemed there was probable cause to press charges against Brad for the behavior he exhibited during that flight, those in charge ended up deciding against it for whatever reason. Since August of 2022, it seems Angelina has been doing everything she can to get her hands on as many official documents as possible with regard to the investigation that occurred into Brad's behavior on the airplane. And it seems the documents Angelina has managed to dig up support her side of the story. As far as Brad Pitt is concerned, he claims he never behaved the way that Angelina alleged on the airplane. But it seems his defense tactics veer more towards keeping his mouth shut than defending himself. Regardless of how true her account is, Brad certainly misbehaved on the flight in a way that warranted some kind of response. The actor was understandably upset when he woke up one morning to realize he was now business partners with the Jolie Group. The actor filed a lawsuit against Angelina this year regarding the sale, and it has been a countersuit from her that's brought this new information about the airplane incident to light. Brad alleges that Angelina was violating his rights when she sold her share of the winery to the Jolie Group, while Angelina disagrees. Another reason she claims she was so desperate to give up her share of their winery was that she believes Brad has an alcohol problem. It was allegedly intoxication that caused Brad to misbehave on the airplane, and the actor took some significant steps to become sober after the divorce. Angelina no longer wanted to be involved in alcohol in any way, especially if this involvement found her working as a business partner alongside her abusive ex-husband with an alcohol problem. Before we tell you more, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Angelina has good reason to be digging up dirt. Some may wonder why it's important for Angelina to reveal details about the airplane incident when their lawsuit involves their winery. Angelina is using the introduction of the NDA as a means to defend herself against the accusations that she wrongfully sold her share of the winery. And she's revealing more about the incident because it provides important context for why the actress didn't want to sign the NDA. Angelina had actually kept relatively quiet about the incident that catalyzed their divorce, and she claims this was because she didn't want her family's dirty laundry to be public knowledge. But in the wake of her husband's recent lawsuit, she had no choice. Angelina and Brad were flying on the airplane with their 6 kids, and something occurred that made Brad upset about the way Angelina was treating them. Apparently, Brad felt Angelina was being too lenient. This caused Brad to instigate a private conversation with her in their airplane bathroom away from the ears of the children. Though Brad and Angelina were likely trying to be discreet when they started fighting in the bathroom, things quickly got out of hand. Angelina claims that inside the bathroom, her ex-husband got so mad, he grabbed her head and began to shake her. When she tried to get him off, he grabbed her by the shoulders and shoved her into the wall. By this point, the children had likely become well aware that things were not as they should be inside the restroom. Did Brad put his hands on their kids? Brad allegedly punched the ceiling of the bathroom multiple times before Angelina could escape. Brad followed Angelina out, but one of their children came to her defense. This was when Brad started putting his hands on the kids. When one of the children tried to defend Angelina, Brad allegedly tried to strangle them before his wife pulled him back. Then he allegedly struck another child. There's also the matter that at some point, the actor was said to have poured alcohol all over Angelina and the kids. According to Angelina, the actor was intoxicated during the episode. The 2016 airplane incident quickly made it into the tabloids, but Angelina's silence made it hard to tell exactly what had occurred on the flight. Once it was revealed that the federal government had no intention of pressing charges, it seemed like the incident would be old news. If Brad had kept his head down, the story of the airplane incident likely would have gone away for good. The statements from the federal government regarding the investigation make it clear there was probable cause to press charges against Brad Pitt, but much of the content of the documents has been officially redacted, which means there's still a challenge to determine everything the authorities found out. It has yet to be determined whether or not the documents substantiate Angelina's claims that Brad was physically abusive towards any of their children, but the documents certainly seem to support the idea that he was abusive towards Angelina. If Brad Pitt had kept his mouth shut about ex-wife Angelina Jolie selling off her half of their previously shared winery, then the world would not be gossiping about how he supposedly beat Angelina and a few of their kids on a 2016 flight. Now it's time to hear from you. If these allegations are true, should Brad Pitt's career suffer as well? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content. By the way, if you haven't joined Facts First as a member yet, be sure to look below this video and click the join button. By becoming a paid member of Facts First, you'll get access to exclusive video content that you won't find anywhere else. This includes some of our more mature content that isn't suitable for public audiences, which includes topics like Hollywood actresses who posed for Playboy and some of the steamiest moments in movie history. Plus, you can enjoy these videos completely ad-free. Our biggest fans will notice they also get badges next to their name when they leave comments on our videos. We pay special attention to comments from our members and so do other viewers.